it's almost like you're programmed. This is who you have to hate. This is who you cannot. So if you do this, you're weak. You're soft. And as I did the time, you have to follow certain politics, or it'll set off, or you'll get hit up yourself. I just was tired of this ideology that I didn't believe in, but I had to live a certain way on this prison. And it was like everything was just bottled up in me. All the violence, all the years in the youth offender, all the years of this and the confinement, the stabbing, just the violence, my friends. And it was just like, I was just so done with it, man. But on TikTok and called Viking Mindset. And I used my philosophy of the Viking mindset, not what prison or what anything is on TV or any of that stuff. The way it was is, you provide, you protect, you live with honor, you die with honor, but it's always about providing and teaching your son, the next generation, or your daughter, whoever, to be the best version of themselves. And there's nothing better than their philosophy and their culture than to die with honor and purpose, protecting your people. So my thing is, of course, that's heroic, but I want to live with that honor and courage. Say, look, I survived that shit, and now I went through all that hell, and I have that Viking mindset where I will do anything to protect and provide for my son, but I don't have to die for him. I have to live for him, and that's the Viking mindset. And all in all, boom, 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 jumping me, hitting me with whatever weapon they had, and I'm just like getting just completely jumped, and I'm swinging wild, boom, boom, boom. And I remember I grabbed one dude's head, and we fell back into we fell back like that, and like we're between this little wall and the toilet, and like the dude goes and he goes to football kick me, because I have his friend and my face is right here,
right,
and his friend's here, and I'm like poking his eye, I'm biting him, I'm like literally like, I'm like, this is bad.
Fighting for your life.
Yeah, dude, like just straight adrenaline, and I remember like putting my finger in his ear and like just giving him baby, like I'm not letting him go. This is all I got. And the dude goes, like, get off my own, boom, and he kicks me, and I go to block it with this hand, and it ends up like, I didn't know at the time, but he completely dislocated, broke this whole entire like wrist, and finger was hanging off like this, and I was like, and he kicks me again in the head, boom, football kick, but I'm still holding on to the guy, and they just keep they're hitting it, and I'm still just kind of somehow the adrenaline, and they're like, yo, let's put his head in the toilet, and basically a thing they do in Florida, they call it flushing your soul down the toilet, is especially if they don't like, they do it to like people that are like fighting back, like it's fucked up, but like they didn't like that I was doing this. That dude was embarrassed that I was like just getting him, all his friends were beating my ass, and he's like, put his head in the toilet and just kick it in. So they were gonna put my head in the metal toilet and just stomp me to death and flush it. They call it flushing the soul down the toilet. And I don't know, just the adrenaline, the rush or whatever, I just and I get up, and I'm just kind of backing out of the cell, boom, boom, boom. So like it was just that, like you hear how like the moms lift up the buses or whatever. Right. It was that same type of thing. And I just never felt that much. Like the most dangerous person is someone that's in fear.
Right.
Not scared, but fear. And it was just a power. I never even knew I was this strong. And so I back out of that cell, and I'm just fighting my way out. And like I'm not feeling anything yet. And dude that I was originally fighting, he's like coming towards me, and we're squaring up again, and they're coming there too, and they go, one time, the officers are coming in to do the count. And I'm like, all right. So like that adrenaline dump comes, boom, I go in the cell, my roommate is the Mexican dude, he's cool, he's like, hey, you're a warrior. My accent, dude, I'm not really good at accent, but he's like, hey, white boy, you're a warrior, dude, right. Holy shit. And I ended up finding out later, but I had a broken orbital bone, completely my thumb's right here. It's all messed up. I'm bleeding everywhere, and it's all setting in now. Like the adrenaline dump.
Right.
And he's like, yo, we got to hide you though. And when they flick the light, so you have about a minute or so to kind of get it. Some guy's mopping up the real quick, like, and everyone's going in the cell like nothing happened. And he's like, let me fix you up. And he's taking a sock and he's trying to sew this thing, but it's so gashed. And he's like, this thing ain't gonna work. And he's taking like a sock string with a needle, fucking probably almost, luckily I ain't get no diseases, right? And he's just trying to get through it, and it's not working. And he's looking at me, and he's like, just go under the covers, bro, and pretend you're sleeping. So I'm like, all right. So the officers come in there, he's like, all right, man, everybody good? Everybody here? And they're like, yeah, man, yeah. It's just crazy, right? And this
is a horrible story.
Yeah, it's a horror. It's a horror story.
Okay.
And anybody that's been there will contest. Like this, is how it is in gun club. It's very like the South Side isn't like this, but the East and West is just brutal in the 12th floor. So, I get out off the bed, and he's like, hey man, you know, you're a warrior, you know, we respect you. He's like, but you know, these motherfuckers, you know, it is what it is. He's like, he's telling me basically I should go to medical right now, check in basically. I said, that man, look at me. Do I look like I want to check in now, dude?